Oh, it's a lovely day. Now comes the fun part. It's late day. It's late day. We've had the delivery. There's stuff all over because of it. Let me see if I can give you a quick. That there is a big dust hood. That's my new chuck, which I'll show you in more detail later. That's just knockout bar spanners, bits like that. That will be the bed extension. One leg, two legs. I'll put some feet on them first to make it adjustable. And then this is where it gets difficult, because there she is. But they've sent her assembled on a pallet. And I think realistically, I'm going to have to try and completely open that box up and take the head and tail stock off the bed before I even attempt to lift the bed. Or I may die. So let's crack on. We'll get the feet on and see how it goes. See you in a bit. Feet. Ooh. Get down here, see if we're moving the camera. That's the feet on. Now comes the hard bit, because I think I'm going to have to strip it down just to get it out of the box, or I'm not even going to get it in. So we'll give it a go. Oh shit. One tail stock. To one side. For banjo assembly. To one side. Ooh. Aha. Right now, this. Talk to my sister. This is going to make it more interesting. Now my concern with this is, slide the headstock and place safely aside. However, the headstock is wired to the everything, which means how easy is unwiring that. See, individually they're not massively heavy, Problem's going to be manoeuvring at the same time, because I could grow up. I love my wife to bits, but quite frankly I can't see her lifting either of those. Shane's at home. Let's drop him a message. I've got a dab on. However, my brother Shano from over the road, like an absolute legend, come and help me get it semi in situ. So I've just ordered some degreaser from Tool Station, which I probably should have done beforehand. I've asked the wife to pick me up on the way home, and then once it's degreased, we'll look at finishing off the build, finishing the storage for the new chuck and stuff like that. Get it all set up and lined up and level. We'll give it a little test. Maybe tomorrow, maybe later today. But I have got Andy's Man Club today, so maybe tomorrow. Whatever. See you in a bit. And there you have it. A place for most things in their place. At the moment it's on wheels because of my old lathe. However, one of the things about the new one is it's got these webbed areas like that and like that for you to shelve it. So what I actually think I'm going to do is shelve it out underneath, which is going to add some weight and some stability anyway. The beer's getting quite long. Cheers, by the way. And then put a couple of uprights in it and have that sat on drawer runners. And so pulling in and out from the lathe as I need it. Still got a couple of storage bits to sort out. The knockout bar is flipping massive, so I'm going to need somewhere for that. And I have just noticed that this little one, just for locking the headstock when you take bits off of it, could just do with somewhere to lose, because it's because it's small enough that I'll lose that in about 0.4 seconds. So we'll do that. We'll get this degreased and we'll get the tailstock of the banjo on. And then I might be able to show you a little bit of playtime. Let's see. Alright, so like an idiot, I forgot to start recording. So, hit the bed up with some fast acting degreaser from WD-40, and then when it was degreased, hit it with some dry PTFE, also from WD-40. Don't get paid anything for saying this shit, but they are great products. So, because I promised you I'd show you this, and I've done exactly the opposite. This is me putting the tailstock on my new baby. This is me putting the tailstock, are you seeing this? Back to front on my new baby, like a complete Botbot face. Let's try it the right way around. Doesn't that look better? What a dome end. Hey, my kitchen rolls out. That's bad timing. It's growing. I tell you what, that's a mega range of movement on that tailstock. 100 mil, over 100 mil, 105 mil tailstock movement. I didn't even see that, but I'm really happy with that. I sprayed all my planes with degreaser. Never mind, eh? dry PTFE. Bingo. For those of you that remember my CL4 that I had before this, it didn't have a handle on the tailstock winder. You've got no idea how much of a difference it makes actually having one, believe. Lock that down, bring that in. Ah, it moves nice and easy. Right, what I'm going to do now is just make sure, there we go, make sure the headstock and tailstock are aligned, so that can go in there. You can go down there. I mean, like a glove. Yeah, happy with that. Bob on, straight out of the box. Well played, Axminster. I'll tell you a little story about the Axminster delivery today. Truck came. Hang on. Hey, there I am. Truck came. Lovely gentleman delivering it. And he was dead excited. And he opened the back of the truck and he had a powered pump truck to bring the pallet off with the lathe and everything on it. And he said, oh, this bit of kit, we got this a couple of months ago, and I said, they're never going to last. They're never going to last. They're powered pump trucks, no effort needed whatsoever. But they have lasted. They're absolutely brilliant. Turned it on, it didn't work. Honestly, I thought some wee was going to come out. But he still unloaded it with the old-fashioned manual one, and he was mega. But it was proper funny. Probably had to be there, but it was proper funny. Give me 2 seconds. I'm now going to power this up, and we're going to make sure she lives. And she's built. I didn't get to show you me putting this bed extension on because I have to say I needed the help of the wife, and she wasn't too keen on being on camera. So bed extensions are there, obviously at a lower level than that, which gives me that much greater capacity when turning huge stuff. To there, to there. Movable control pad, as you've seen. That's going to get finished off with a dust hood at some point in the not too distant future. It might be for this video, it might not. We'll wait and see. But there she is. The new second love of my life. I've got to say second, she can hear me. Second love of my life, not main love of my life. She's so pretty. So, how far have we got? Lathe got set up yesterday, as you saw. Had a little look at the extraction and the dust hood when I came back from work today, and I'm going to have a little bit of a rethink on the plan I had for that. Because it's not really going to work. So my extraction is still pretty crap at the moment, but we're going to see what we can do. But tripod setup, remember this? They got knackered with all the vibration on the old lathe. Got that chucked up on a new Axminster SK114 and the small gripper jaws, internal gripper jaws. A little bit of tailstock support just to be on the safe side, but I shouldn't need it, to be honest. We'll give it a go and see what happens. So, as I said, we've got some extraction. It's not as close as others like, but it's something. It's better than nothing. Just put my mask on and instantly steamed up. So I'm going for my old faithful safety googles. Don't want that getting in the way of there. Let's see what happens. about 2200 revs. Straight away the finish is nicer. However, I'm not convinced that this piece might not have, it was the experimental thing, throwing chips into resin anyway, or shavings into resin anyway, it might have too many holes in it to deal with. But we'll keep going for a bit and see what happens. This is always going to be an unboxing and test run video anyway, so I'm comfortable with that. And the piece was all but knackered, so it's instantly cutting immeasurably nicer, turning immeasurably nicer. Yeah, it's the actual blank itself is just pitted and full of holes and probably way too much like hard work to clean up and make anything of. But the difference in the lathe, is unbelievable. It's just, it's a dream. It's a dream to use. I think that might be how we end with that. I mean, that was better. It was quite a chunky pass I took then. And even that just ran nicely. I'll watch it annoying me. Oh wait, thank you. That's now 3700 revs. Pitted and it's holy and it's not really worth doing anything weird. I might play with it, but it's not going to be an item that sells. It's going to be an item that's an experiment for the new lathe, in short. Just going to pause you for a second because I've got a feeling I'm going to rattle the tribe. Okay, I didn't rattle anything as I shifted the headstock back, but I didn't really want to take the risk. So. Even simple things like the banjo movement, the levers that secure the headstock and the tailstock and everything, they're just solid and they feel like, you know, you can tell why it's a trade machine and not a hobby machine. The difference is remarkable. And I probably shouldn't be as surprised as I am, in all honesty, but it's nicely surprised, so the hell with it. Let's have a look. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. No, don't know how to zoom it. Can't zoom in around in this mode. That's because I've got my phone the wrong way around. What a div. What a div. Anyway, I'll show you in a minute. You'll see what I mean. You will see what I mean. Let's have one little more run with a carbide with negative rake. It's not going to make the damnedest bit of difference, but I've never run my lathe at anything like this speed and worked on anything before, and I feel perfectly comfortable doing it because of the quality of the machinery. And if you know resin, you'll know that, not that you can tell here, but remember, I'm still getting used to it, but speed equals nicer cuts. going to give up on it as a piece, but the lade's a dream. The lade's an absolute dream. I'll show you what I mean with a piece in a bit. I'll come back to you. Let's try and show you what I'm on about. Where are we? There we go. So, all those little pits and holes and inclusions and stuff like that, I think it's because it's the resin mixed with the resin shavings. Basically, it was an experiment. This experiment hasn't worked, but it did give me give me something to quickly give the new baby a test drive on. And I honestly, I could not be more delighted with this as a bit of kit. I've bought more expensive cars many times in my life, but I don't regret it. I don't regret it in the slightest. It's an absolute babe. Love it. Very happy. And that, you lovely people, is that Axminster AT406WL babe. It's mega. I'm really happy with it. As I said before, I have bought much more expensive cars in my life than that back in the day. Maybe not now, but certainly not too many years ago. But it's different gravy to the hobby lathes I've used before. Obviously the bargain CL4 that I got a few months ago didn't turn out to be so much of a bargain. If I had more time, it would have been fine. If I had the time to spend doing the repair and the service that it was needed on it, then it would have been fine. Plus I'm greedy and I get excited by new tools. But I don't have time at the moment. I've got the day jobs going mad. We're going through a restructure. We're having to reapply for our own jobs, so we've got assessments and all the rest of it, as well, as long as day-to-day business as usual, whatever. So it just wasn't an option. So hence this sexy little thing came along. Well, it's not so little. Yeah, unbelievable piece of kit. Unbelievable piece of kit. Highly recommended. New chuck, SK114 as well. Got rid of an Axminster, although the thread pattern was different anyway, but I got rid of an Axminster chuck and went to a Nova with the CL4. Went back to the Axminster chucks. They're great. They're great. I got the button jaws with it, the little gripper jaws that you saw, and some pen jaws with it, as I'm sure you'll see as time goes on, along with the bed extension and tool rest extension for huge pieces, which I'm sure we'll get to. Need to order some more resin. I've got a big old blank over there that's crying out to be resin poured. I just need to actually buy the resin to do it, you know. So that'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks or something like that. Next week I've got a repair to do on a bowl that I turned. I think I mentioned it before. So that is now going to be a shed load easier that I can mount it in the bottom jaws. I'm probably going to have to turn, I did an insert in the bottom which I pyrography engraved. I'm probably going to have to redo that, turn that insert away so I can then remount it on the jaws to finish the inside, if that makes sense. But that's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm comfortable with that. That's fine. So yeah, that might well be next week's. Might not as well. I might decide to do something else between now and then. It really confuses me having the camera here, because I've just worked out I've not actually looked at the camera. I'm looking at past it. Anyway, whatever. You can see me. I don't need to be looking at the camera. Yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe, share, click the bell, put the thumbs up, comment, good or bad. Most importantly though, subscribe, because you're watching me. What else have you got to do right now? So have it, and I'll see you soon.